All right, so this deck is a build around deck submission. It is so for people that aren't familiar, for a $50+ donation, for a subset of cards that are like mostly playable in Modern, like Ruric Thar, you can submit a deck or a core deck idea and I'll fill in all the details. So this was a donation that someone was like, hey, can you build a deck with 4 Ruric Thars in it in Modern? I was like, sure. So this is a Jund-esque mid-range deck with a ramp sub-theme, so we can get to Ruric Thar consistently. So we've got Lotus Cobra, Sakura-Tribe Elder, and Garruk Wildspeaker as ways to get to 6 mana ahead of curve. Just gonna head right on in here and play some matches with it. And remember, if you're watching this on YouTube in the future, smash that like button and leave a comment below. Comments are enabled on my videos again. Thanks for watching, folks. Are the BCW sleeves as tall as KMCs? They are as tall as KMCs. They're 91 millimeters or whatever it is. They are not as tall as Dragon Shields. Bump standard, Jeskai control, definitely. What do we do with extra copies of Ruric Thar? If you have an extra copy of Ruric Thar and you have one in play, your opponent's probably dying, so it's okay. Frost Kitty, thanks for re-upping that Twitch Prime sub for another month in a row. Welcome back. On the play or the draw? I'm on the play, so we're gonna bottom that. Looking for a land. If I was on the draw, we'd snap it off, obviously, so we could play a discard spell on one. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, do. Can you explain to me why you prefer Steve over Cobra in the deck? Cobra plus Tracker seems like it's awesome. So this hand is actually a great example of why I prefer Sakura-Tribe Elder Lotus Cobra. Because in this hand, Lotus Cobra isn't a ramp spell, and Sakura-Tribe Elder is. Also, while you say Tireless Tracker and Lotus Cobra is a combo, Sakura-Tribe Elder is a bigger combo. Even if I had another land in my hand, like I do now, if I wanted to play Lotus Cobra on 2 into Tireless Tracker on 3, I can't play Tireless Tracker on 3 before I make a land drop with Lotus Cobra. Whereas now, because I've sacrificed Sakura-Tribe Elder here, next turn I'm going to get to go ahead and play Tireless Tracker and then immediately make clues with it. Whereas if I was playing Lotus Cobra, if I had played Lotus Cobra on 2, it would be exposed to removal, whereas Sakura-Tribe Elder does not expose itself to removal. And it lets me get my Tireless Tracker and get more clues. I am no longer clueless, chat. It's a pretty good start for us on the play. Add double Boros Charm? Yeah, it is. And then this Tireless Tracker already did what we wanted it to do. I'm going to snap off trading this Tireless Tracker with this Goblin Guide. Just like not close. Let's go. Tilt. Lightning Bolt. That's exciting. Alright, hopefully we draw. Draw a land. That's not the land I wanted for Christmas. Alright, we'll put Tribe Elder into play. Block, get a mountain. I'm not dead yet. Oh, they already played the Boros Charm. I was like thinking they had a charm in their hand, but it's actually not true. Could we possibly pay for you to get a face tattoo? Sure. If you can work with 6 figures, I will deface my body permanently for you. Why not? Elder, Cobra, Sack, Elder. That's probably a good one. It's probably a good line. Get 7. Nah, I'd be happy with 6. You want to like pay for my new house in its entirety? You can have a permanent spot on my face. Make like cool $500,000. Make a good story. Nah, $500,000 goes a long way. Ruric Thar would actually be really good here, right? So before this next one resolves, I'm actually going to go ahead and crack this clue to see what spell we draw. Trust me when I say that the range of things Christie is okay with me doing for $500,000 is wide. Oh, you know what? This was a mistake, right? Yeah, I punted here. I could have had Tireless Tracker and play this turn. If I'd have sequenced better. So looking to fade Boros Charm here for a hot second. Yeah, exactly, Ranting Bob. I mean, Corsair Crewfix is a good card against Burn in this exact situation, sure. So here's the thing about Modern. People love putting cards in their Modern deck that don't do anything. I'm actually going to go ahead and kill this Sacred Foundry now, because that way they can't have double white. Although I guess this is not, they have fetch land for Searing Blades anyways. I'm not giving you random numbers for things. I'm going to start timing people out who are asking, because you don't have money to pay for it, so stop. You want a number on how much it costs to get me to do stupid things? Cheer $500 worth of bits and then we can talk. Because if you've got enough money to get me to do stupid things, $500 worth of bits should be nothing for you. Otherwise, carry on. Man, like, I can't believe we beat Burn without Ruric or Thragtusk game 1. That's impressive. I'll have my people talk to your people, right? To bring in Duress in this matchup too. Cut these Thoughtseizes. Yeah, I think you're right that I could have had them dead sooner. Alright, so I'm gonna trim one of my fat boys. I'm never gonna cut all the Ruric Thars because he's the theme of the deck, but trimming one of my fat boys seems reasonable here. I'm gonna trim a couple of trophies. So I've got 3 pushes, 3 bolts, brutalities, K-Command, and like giving them a land is pretty terrible. Captain Command with the Harry's purchase. That puts us to 95. It does, 95, 5 more. I'm I don't think I can keep a hand that doesn't do anything on turn 1 in this matchup. This hand is much better. Sure. How do you feel about Thoughtseize in the burn matchups? I think if your deck has Thoughtseize and against burn post board, you either didn't think about burn or you didn't care about your burn matchup. I think if your deck is constructed in a way that respects burn as the powerful deck that it is in modern, you should not have Thoughtseize in post board. All right, easy Searing Blaze here. Oh, you know what? That was wrong. I should have taken Boros Charm there because I'm going to Collective Brutality as a discard spell next turn, and they don't have a Searing Blaze target before that. So now they're going to get to Boros Charm me, so I've taken 1 extra point of damage that I didn't have to take here. Pretty big deal. So they're going to charm me in response, which sucks for me. 7 months of salty MTG goodness. Keep up the great content and honing idiots. Thank you, Go to Scoot Step. Yep, so we're gonna get charmed here down to 17 when we could be at 18, which is not irrelevant. We're in an okay spot here, but like we don't have like a Tarmogoyf in our deck, so we need a way to actually close the game out. Steve-O! Why is your sound going in and out and sounding weird? Anybody else having that issue? Or just this person? I feel like when there's an issue like that, usually people bring it up. Just them. Sounds good. Well, that's an incredibly poorly timed Lightning Helix. I guess, because like, so generally speaking, if you're going to Helix my creature, you want to wait for me to make the move, so that way I don't get the clue. So like now my tracker's dead, but like I have 3 clues, so like we'll guess back up here. I'll put this into play tapped because it's my 6th land. If it was my 7th land, I would hang tight on it because my 7th land would mean that I can already cast Ruric Thar. You're right. I did not play around their misplay. I wasn't expecting them to sequence their timing like that. And honestly, maybe they timed like that to not take a point of damage, but I think you're right that it just like ultimately doesn't matter. All right, I mean, I'm looking for a threat. That's kind of a threat. All right. All right. The Raging Cajun. Let's give it to him. I'm very angry, chat. I'm very angry. Be standing. I'll be here. This is 4, 5, 6. So I got 11 coming up here. Collective Brutality. Kill your thing, gain 2. Man, we just dumpstered burn. Getcha. I honestly thought if we were going to dumpster burn with this deck, it would have involved drawing Thragtusk, but here we are. How are we doing, folks? Welcome. I don't remember what I shelled last. I think it was that one. So this one now. How are we doing, folks? Welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic and other card games 30, 40, 50 hours a week. If you enjoy my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here full-time. I love what I do here and I love playing games, but the reason I'm able to be here as often as I am is because of my wonderful subs. Fast subscribing, you can also support my content by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors, Harry's, Razors.com. I'd love to help you get that nice, close, clean shave using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/Shave. You can save $5 on your brand new starter kit with them. Cardsphere.com will update your cards into other cards directly to the players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off of the top. InkedGaming.com will help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. And of course, we'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hooglandia. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. I appreciate you choosing to spend part of your day here with us. We're 1-0 here with our Ruric Thar Jund mid-range tribal deck. How far away from the Harry's clean shave goal? We have 95 people that have picked up the Harry's code. So if 5 more unique people pick up the Harry starter kit between now and the end of November, I'm going to use my wonderful Harry's razors to clean shave my face. I remember saying hi to you at Indy last year, but you were heading to the bathroom, so I didn't stop for a convo. What's going on? I'm going to shave on stream. I am not. I'll take plenty of pictures. You will see me on stream probably the same day. Man, I'm not here to not keep this hand right. We're going scouting for ogres, chat. Scouting for ogres. Please play a Celestial Colonnade. Please play a Celestial Colonnade. Please play a Celestial Colonnade. Damn it. This hand is not fantastic against burn, believe it or not. Ramp spell, ramp spell, ramp spell. Ew. Who's ready for this bad bama jamma to get lightning bolted? Searing Blaze, Searing Blaze, definitely Searing Blaze. You should shave on a double stream day, so beard in the morning, clean in the evening. That would be funny. I think if they let me get to blocks here, I'm actually going to trade. Yeah, having one more mana next turn doesn't do anything for me. I'd much rather just preserve my health total here, I think. Alone, bro. Yep. It's gonna be mana efficient. Cast this. I want to play the forest as opposed to swamp this turn, because this way, if I draw 1 mana discard spell next turn, I can play Tireless Tracker, play the swamp, make a clue, and then still cast my discard spell. So a small sequencing thing that could end up mattering, depending on what we draw. Is Temur Ramp next? Yeah, Temur Ramp, we're going to be shifting to standard after this match. I'll be starting with Temur Ramp there. It's a pretty good one. One of their last 3 cards of Lightning Bolt here. Just Lava Spike, yep. So we're going to 5 here. I'm going to trade with Eidolon. So probably dead here. Yeah, standard's quite great, quite good right now. Nope. Yeah, they have turned out really well. Really happy with what my graphics folks did for those. gonna board the same way we boarded for the last burn deck. Thoughtseize, a couple trophies and a Thar out. Collective Brutalities, and Duress is in. Have you noticed any shifts in Standard since the Pro Tour? Nope, not really. Still just a bunch of people playing a bunch of different things. Format's basically wide open. Yep. So this will be the easy game. Beating burn on the play with your Collective Brutality deck is supposed to be easier. Game 3 on the draw will be the tough one. So this one will have a little bit wider range of keepable hands. We can keep a hand without a 1-mana spell. On the play, on the draw, we're going to need to mulligan for one of the most likely. Why do you need to cast spells if you have Ruric Thar in play? Non-creature spells are real good. If we don't have Ruric Thar in play, I can cast my spells and win with them. If we do have Ruric Thar in play, why do I need to cast spells? I have Mono White, Mono Red, and Golgari, an MTGA. Not sure which to build next. What's been the most fun for me? I love Blue-Black Pirates. It's the deck I'm going to play at the Invitational. I love tempo decks. It's a really great tempo deck. It's just impossible to know Toggle Boggle. Like, we have no idea what the cards do. So, unlike a format like Modern, new cards printed into Standard have a much higher impact, right? Because you're, like, adding a 6 set to, like, only 5 sets. Whereas, like, in Modern, you're, like, adding a new set to, like, 80 sets. So, knowing what's going to happen in Standard is pretty tough. What are the biggest pros to Blue-Black Pirates compared to Mono Blue? Removal spells. You can kill something your opponent puts into play. You can read all about Blue-Black Pirates in my article from a couple weeks ago. I don't say yes or no to deck lists without actually seeing them. If you want to know if I'm willing to play something, you should submit it through the Google form on my website. Huh. So I didn't play the Collective Brutality on 2 because I didn't want to leave myself weak to an Eidolon. Let's take a look at what's in their hand because they definitely have 5 spells. Huh. Ruric Thar is a very unique way to beat Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, I think I just take both their cracks here, right? Like, obviously they can cast the bolts, but like they're not going to kill me on just one land, so like they're going to cast the Skullcracks at some point. And I think with Ruric Thar in my hand and the way their hand is, I don't actually want to escalate this. I'm just going to go ahead and like take their stuff away. Just like spend the 1 for 1. Maybe that's greedy and I'm supposed to gain 2 there with this on suspense. Like, this is at putting me to 14. These put me to 8. This puts me to 7. This gets real big real fast. Yeah, I don't really care about Bridge. I've got Kid Command and Ruric Thar that both play through it. Please kill my tracker. Please kill my tracker. Please kill my tracker. Rats. I mean, can we die before we play Ruric Thar? Is that a thing? I think you're incorrect that that's a thing that could happen. You know what's incredibly convenient? That 12 means they die to 2 Ruric Thar triggers. Wait, do I have them dead here? No, I don't. Good. Wait, do I? Do I have lethal? Yeah, I have lethal without Ruric Thar, right? It's animate this, 9, 12, yeah. Poor Ruric. No, I don't want to show them that I have Thar in my deck. Ideally, I don't want them to know that I have Ruric Thar in my deck. So they have bridges for sure. Does that mean I want some of these Assassin's trophies in my deck? I feel like it probably does. I'm going to cut one of these and put one more of these back in. That's a good point. We could have drained discarding Thar on 2 or on 3 and then picked it back up with K-Command later. It's a really good point. This hand's just too slow on the draw. Need a hand that does something on turn 1. Mulligan. Mulligan. Tilt. Oh, this isn't good enough, right? Oh. I don't think this is good enough. All right, sign me up. What's our record so far? This is game 3 against Burn, and we're 1-0 in this league. So probably about to be 1-1. We actually beat Burn in the first match. Yeah, everything listed after standard is standard. So this is going to be our last Modern League for the day. We're going to finish this match. Then we've got 3 more. And then we'll be changing to standard for the remainder of the day. Are we dead? If they don't have another land, we could be okay here. Like, I get to Inquisition them next turn, and then, like, Duress plus Bolt the following turn. I don't know, we're not just dead. Like, our 4 was really good. All right, can I please draw lands for the next 3 turns? I would please like to draw lands for the next 3 turns. If we draw a land this turn, we get to kill this and make them discard one of their cards. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, we want them to draw all lands for the rest of the game now. So they have enough to put us to 3. That's not good for us. We have to draw a land this turn. Dead. Yeah, we mulligan to 4 this game. Really needed one of our 40 mana sources that turn. No, we had to mulligan to 4. This wasn't a happy, fruity, feel-good story. Why doesn't it have good blue lightning helixes? Asking the real questions. So we're dead. Poor Steve-O. Too little, too late. Now, I'm going to have to play a creature at some point anyways. If Searing Blade is going to be lethal on the Tireless Tracker, then it's going to be lethal when I play the Thragtusk later. And, like, I have to play a creature to kill them, so, like, there's no reason not to play my creature. I don't know. I feel like Burn's, like, the great equalizer in Modern. It's the deck that, like, punishes people that are playing, like, terrible bad decks. So, that's nice. Alright, love you. I'm gonna mulligan here. Can I give you a concept for a builder? And you should submit it using the form on my website, please. Anything you ask me while I'm streaming is just gonna get lost. It needs to be written down somewhere. There's just too many things going on while I'm streaming to, like, be keeping track of other things too. My wife is wonderful and brought me lunch on her lunch break. No, Grishelbrand got bumped by a Cut the Line donation, Levity. And the plan is to only play 4 Modern decks today, so Grishelbrand will go back in the queue and it'll be up next time, most likely. Hallowed Fountain deck, that's exciting. You should marry your wife, she sounds like a classy lady. I agree, she is. Just like turn 3, second Lotus Cobra, play Thragtusk. Get it? If you're getting upset at someone who's playing Burn in Modern, you need to reevaluate your life total and the things that actually go on in Modern. The things that happen in Modern are incredibly gross and offensive, and Burn doesn't even, like, make my top 10 list of things that are offensive in Modern. I think it's quite good for the format, actually. Like, when people talk about, like, Blood Moon punishing greedy mana bases, no. Burn punishes greedy mana bases. Blood Moon just tries to randomly screw people. Tron makes Modern healthy. Get out of here. Yeah, I guess Sakura-Tribe Elder was free there. Maybe I should have put him in as well. I'm gonna mute myself. Yeah, it looks like we're playing against taking turns and not blue-white control. I'm gonna mute myself off and on while I eat the rest of my food here. Go ahead and jam this, and then probably sack it and animate Raging Ravine. Actually, this is probably a Cryptic command turn, so I'm not going to activate Raging Ravine yet. If they Cryptic tap draw after the Cryptic resolves, I'm going to go ahead and activate Raging Ravine and smack them. Yes, this is tap my team draw cards. So they're going to do that, and then still during enter combat, we'll sack this, get a land, and then fire up Raging Ravine here. everything, you could argue any degenerate, obnoxious thing has a place in Modern because there's something else that it beats or it stops. Like, it's just nonsense. You can apply that argument to justify adding anything to the format. Normally I'd concede here, but I'm gonna eat lunch. So y'all sit back and enjoy some masturbatory Modern. Welcome to the format. Sure. I have moved past a point in my life where I'm willing to have a discussion about what I would change in Modern and why. I've given up. It's just not worth it. Life's too short. If you like Modern for how it is now, great. You should play Modern for how it is and enjoy it. If you don't like Modern for what it is now, play a different format. Magic's great. There's like 800 different formats you could play in Magic. There's games of Magic in Modern that I enjoy. There's games of Magic in Modern that I think are absolutely rancid. And I just concede the ones that are rancid, and I play the ones that I enjoy, and I get by just fine. It's okay. Not every matchup and format has to be for every player, and that's okay. You don't have to like all of Magic. I think the big part that people lose track of when talking about Magic and why they get defensive and nasty and hostile is that, like, there's a lot of people who have, like, a lot of their self-worth tied up in the formats that they invest a lot of money in. Like, it's hard to spend $1,000 to play Modern and not feel emotionally invested in Modern, right? So, like, I play a lot of Modern. I don't have any money tied up in this format. I don't own Magic cards. Like, this format, like, suddenly stopped being a thing tomorrow, I would just, you know, keep playing other formats, but just take the good with the bad, skip the bad when you can, move on with your life. It's not really exclusive to Modern either, right? Like, when I've been critical of formats like Legacy in the past too, people that play Legacy get very defensive too. It's just a very human reaction. Just like, I like this thing, and I've spent a bunch of money on these things, and I want these things to be good, because if they're not good, I've spent money on something that's bad. The $1,200 I put into Arena is tax deductible. It's like a negligible cost. Like, plus, I'm still giving Wizards of the Coast their money back. So, like, we did a third sponsored Arena stream. So, like, I am now well back into the Wizards has given me far more money than I've given them. WotC. When you see those streams that have hashtag sponsor in their title, WotC pays a lot of money for those. In case you weren't aware. Turn 3 Garruk plus Duress. Got him. How is it tax deductible? This is my job. This pays my bills. I'm not here day in and day out just because I like it. I like what I do here, but the reason why I'm here 40 hours a week isn't because I'm some kind of, like, lazy degenerate. This is literally my job. I took As Foretold because I knew there was an As Foretold on top of their deck and I wanted to look like an idiot. No, I took As Foretold because it was their only early play. And, like, with the Raging Ravine and stuff in play, I could very easily, like, pressure down their Planeswalkers. I'm just gonna go ahead and make Beastlies here. Being successful at streaming on Twitch is a mixture of both incredible luck, dedication, and skill. What is it? 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. That's how it goes, right? All right, so we're gonna get some clues here. We're gonna get some clues. I am no longer clueless. Oh, that's real good. Crap! Crap! Chat! I could have played Ruric Thar if I would have played the untapped land. What a tilt. I wasn't thinking about our Ruric Thar out. Neck Beardo, thank you for the 2-1-3 sub. I appreciate that. 100% concentrated power shill. Yep. I mean, what I do here is like semi-unique. And like, as someone who like recently talked to like tax professionals and accountants and stuff like that, even people that work in like the money world aren't terribly familiar with like what I do. Definitely punted that. They could definitely untap and kill us here. And if I would have just jammed Ruric Thar, they'd have probably been locked out. What a tilt. They can minus Jace and keep taking turns. What do you mean? How are those the only lyrics he actually knows? Right? I listened to a lot of Linkin Park growing up. Yeah, the Jace was dying. Like, I could have played Ruric Thar and still killed Jace there. I'm gonna concede to a time walk here, if they have one. Yeah, that's Fort Minor, but Fort Minor is, it's Mike Shinona, was that his name? All right, let's enter combat. We did untap. Things I was not expecting for 100. Yeah, smells like Cryptic Command. I think the Cryptic is happening regardless here. I don't really need to bait it. Yeah, you don't need to overrun debate the Cryptic, exactly. Do 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 do. As someone who's played a lot of taking turns on stream because people love sending me money to play bad decks like that, this is basically the only matchup that deck can ever win. You devour these mid-range and control decks and just like get run over by all the aggro and fast decks in Modern. What's going on, Jack? Thanks for the 5-month resub. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Why didn't we K-Command to bait the remand? It's not constructive or specific. Just a bunch of buzzwords. Seeing's great. Turn 1 discard, turn 2 Tribe Elder, turn 3 Tracker, then play a land, make a clue. I'm excited for turn 1 Faithless Looting. Steam Vents. Steam Vents is incredibly beatable, chat. Yeah, we're gonna be going longer than normal today. Jake is off of his normal public school he doesn't have today, so I am able to stream straight through. I'm gonna play Steve this turn. I think we have a hot second before this matters. What standard decks are we playing today? The 4 at the top of the queue. They're also listed in the stream title. Jeff, why didn't you just take his remand and tear it up and throw it away? That's what I would have done. I believe you, chat. Am I giving Artifact another go in the near future? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to be playing more Artifact until they have their official release, because I just want to play Constructed in Artifact, and I can't do that if I can't buy cards. So just like their economic model already sucking a big fat one. So I'm more likely to die with Baral on the table rather than Ascension on the table. And since I have the answer to Ascension, I'm fine letting it resolve. Whereas like if I let them play Baral on turn 2, I would have to trophy on my turn 2 or I'm probably dead because they have double Morphos Gifts Ungiven. So I think it's fine to just like leave this here. I could be playing with Fire, not trophying this turn, but I think that's fine. Oh, they had remand anyways, so yeah, that's more than fine. Odds of them turning this on next turn and going off with it are pretty low, I think. Do you post all the decks I've played here on Twitter? I post them on Twitter. They also go up on my YouTube channel after we're done streaming. Peace, Goalie. Thanks for the support. Have a good one yourself. Yeah, K-Command is happy that their threat of choice is Electromancer here. Feels good for us. Their hand is Gifts, Morphos at this point, and then one card we don't know. Yeah, the Storm deck needs a pretty incredible amount of mana in order to go off without a dork. Now, if they drew a third mana Morphos, if they're incredibly lucky, they could go like Morphos, and like get this going and then go off from here, but I really haven't had a sequence to allow me to play around that. Thought Scour is interesting with the main deck ascensions. I like it. Yes, the quest counter is a little book, in fact. All right, sweet. So they blew their load trying to get this going. So next turn I'm going to get to Tireless Tracker plus play Assassin's Trophy, which does give them enough mana to cast Gifts Ungiven, which kind of sucks. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Nope. If there was a deck checker add-on for Magic Online would be partially accessible, and we couldn't have that. If there was a deck tracker add-on for Magic Online, I'd have it enabled. Card Hoarder made a post on the Arena Reddit offering to pay the $10 MTGO fee so people could try it out. Yikes. Alright, so... Oh, you know what? I should have shocked this in, probably. Nah, I guess I could die. Yep, gotta get the first hit for free. Honestly, it's kind of an interesting idea, like, how many more players would Magic Online have if they just got rid of that first paywall? Like, changed nothing else, but just got rid of the initial $10 fee. Fatal Push is an okay draw. Is there any reason why you come back to Magic Online and not stay with Arena? Yeah, because so this format that we're playing here is called Modern. It uses cards that are from Magic's last, like, 15, 16 years at this point. So basically you can't play this format that we're playing right now on Magic Arena. It's not an option. Is Bolt lethal? Man, that's tough. Do I put down Fatal Push to try and draw to Bolt being lethal? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I just try and kill them next turn. MTGO has an initial fee for the same reason Artifact has an initial fee. Greed. Greed, chat. So I've been doing this for a long time, he said. Actually, that's not even true. I've been streaming full-time since the beginning of the year, long before I ever ducked into Arena. And while my numbers on Arena are better during Standard, that's why I do Standard there, Magic Online pays my bills. I had 2,000 subscribers before I ever touched Arena, and I've grown more since we dipped into Arena, but there are a lot of people who support my content that support it explicitly for Modern content. So the people who allow this to be my job, they're basically my bosses, so I play the formats that they want to see played. Basically, all the decks that I play on stream are decks that people send in, and people send in a lot of Modern decks. So we have to play those on here. Okay, I'm gonna ditch your mana. Think you'll have an informed? No, I don't think so. I'm not playing more Artifact before the official release. Their economic model sucks, and they don't have a store available until it releases, so I can't actually play more Artifact. I'm kind of bored of playing the pre-constructed deck gauntlet. I've played most of it, so I'm going to take a break on doing Artifact content until after it releases. I don't own any cards on Magic Online. My sponsor, MTGO Trader, provides everything for me. On Magic Arena, it's not an option for a sponsor to provide me with cards, so I own everything on Magic Arena. I don't enjoy Modern less. I enjoy Modern the same as I've always enjoyed it. It's so funny to me how many people comment that, like, Modern's changed or I've changed. It's like, no, this is what Modern's always been. It's just, before you didn't realize how bad it was. There's a reason why, like, you know, conceding matches has always been, like, a joke on this channel, right? Like, we concede a lot of matches. Yeah, because there's a lot of bad matches in Modern. Will you ever play Standard on Magic Online? No. No, that doesn't sound fun. Maybe this isn't a Collective Brutality matchup. Yeah, I think this being 2 mana makes it not a Collective Brutality matchup. And then how many removal spells do I want to leave in? How many removal spells do I want to leave in? You shouldn't pay $10 for this unless you want to explicitly play Magic's older formats. The only reason to play Magic Online is to play formats like Modern, Legacy, and Cube and stuff like that. Pauper, Vintage. I've always said Modern Standard is better than Modern when Standard's good. I don't know. Maybe people just weren't listening for the first whatever. That's true. If you have a gambling addiction, Magic Online is effectively online gambling. You can make money playing Magic Online, like actual dollar bills, like cash dollar bills from Magic Online to your bank account. I am of the opinion that Magic's best formats have always been good Standard formats. The problem is Standard we haven't had a good Standard format in literally years. We've had bad Standard formats in and out for years. So which meant Modern was my favorite format because Standard was really bad. But now that Standard is not only a playable format, but it is the best format of Magic I have ever played. I've been playing Magic for a long time. This current format of Magic is the best format of Magic I've ever played. I think the last time I really enjoyed Standard before this current one is the last time I really enjoyed Standard before this current one was probably when Cons was legal. Con Standard was pretty good. Where this current Standard is fun and entertaining for me to play. Okay, so I assume people here are familiar with Modern mostly. This current Standard format is like if you were playing Modern, but never had to play against Tron or Dredge. You never have to play against Valakut Titan. You can play decks that are interactive, and they're actually good. You don't have to play the interactive deck and go, well, They cast Faithless Looting and Dredged on turn 1, so I'm just dead and can't win anymore. Nah, Greg. Streaming is basically like being a parent. You just gotta repeat yourself often and speak slowly. It's the job. It's what I signed up for. Since I'm your boss, you get a raise. Put these towards Blue and Arc like TT. Will do. Thank you for the support. I haven't figured out exactly when, but there is going to be a stream over the weekend. Probably do some Modern and Standard. I don't like Standard because I can't play my Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, wait. Oh, no. So you're a Legacy man then, Anaronix? Seems pretty good. Needs some lands, but other than that, it's pretty reasonable. See if they hit a land drop here, we'll probably see Pyretic Ritual Gifts Ungiven here. I go grab a basic mountain here. I mean, the discard's just good in Modern in general, right? It doesn't really synergize, they're just good cards. If you're playing anything remotely fair in Modern, you basically need to have discard spells in your deck to be competitive. This Standard just creates genuinely good games of Magic. They're interactive, there's a diverse selection of strategies that are competitive. Just so many good things to be doing in the current format. Do I consider myself an actor? An improv actor, basically. Teacher, maybe? Teacher's probably a more apt comparison. At Lima, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Oh, there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine this month. Robinson, thank you for the 7-month resub. Welcome back. I'm actually not really that familiar with Blood. I mostly watch you during Hex. Okay, fair. I assume just don't matchups that are not interactive at all. Yeah, Modern, the best way I can describe Modern to someone who's not familiar with this, Modern is a very fast, brutal format. Games of Modern are often over by the second or third turn of the game. And that's not to say you're literally dead by the second or third turn of the game, but your opponent has created an insurmountable advantage, whether just by their deck being good or being good against yours explicitly. That makes it hard to play. Yeah, some matches of Modern are over turn 1. They cast their first spell and you're like, well, we're done here. Vintage is weird. I don't mind Vintage on occasion, but the way restricted list works makes Vintage feel very bad in my experience because it... What's the word I'm searching for? This is Goblins and we're dead. This is Goblins, we're dead. Vintage has a lot of high variance games because whoever hits their restricted cards is more likely to win a lot of the time. What on God's green earth is in your hand? You have like a remand here. Past in Flames, a Braid. So, I actually kind of want to take the Past in Flames here because it makes it cost 1 more mana. And it also means if I draw a Nihil Spellbomb, I guess Nihil Spellbomb's good regardless. I don't really care if they upgrade my tracker. This just means I'm going to hold the tracker until I can make a clue with it. And you explained why you chose the trophy rather than Thoughtseize that turn. Because if they got Ascension active, I was going to die. So this is a really important sequencing thing. So I'm going to play the Tireless Tracker, and I know they have a removal spell. Because I know they have a removal spell, I'm not going to crack my fetch land. By making them act first, I guaranteed get to get my second clue. Because they're very likely to just fire it off proactively like this. I never need double green, right? I do need extra black on occasion, and I want extra red. So I'm no longer clueless. My opponent has 0 cards in hand. I'm 2 lands away from this Ruric Thar. The best card my opponent could draw is probably a mana creature, and I have a lightning bolt to cover that access. Yeah, Magic Online is quality software, and Magic Online is quality software, and when it lags, it... Is that lethal? No, this costs 5 to flashback. All right, so my opponent punted. It's a flavor bug. Flavorful bug. Yeah, Magic Online, sorry, randomly flashes colorless card images up. They're not. Why aren't they casting the cantrip even? They obviously miscounted. Like, why wouldn't you just cast your cantrip? Sure, but there's a lot of decks in Standard too. And to be fair, there's a lot of decks that people play in Modern that just aren't good. There's a lot of decks that people play in Modern that are just like actively bad, but they show up with them anyways, and they hit a small number of good matchups, so they get to feel good playing them even though they're not particularly good. I don't think the turn they cast Manamorphose is necessarily bad. I think spinning their tires to try and get something to go off there was fine. This turn they very obviously just miscounted or weren't aware what their flashback cost was. So I don't think the turn that they played Manamorphose was necessarily a mistake, but this turn obviously was where they went, there were 2 turns ago where they went Ritual into the other thing. Remand, tilt. No, it's not, Sean. Wine is quality software. The only thing Magic Online does under Wine that it doesn't also do on Windows is that the text is rendered slightly differently under Wine because the text engine for Wine is different than Paper, or different than Windows. Sorry, Paper different than Windows. Giga Drowse. Okay. Really, yeah, they must be a newer Storm player. Bringing in Giga Draws against a deck that doesn't have counter spells is a sign of inexperience, most likely. This is a card that's in the Storm sideboard for beating up counterspell decks, because the Replicate is a trigger and not something you can counter. So Giga Draws is actually very common in the Storm sideboard. Yes, that's true, Root Samurai. They have. I feel like when whoever submitted this deck submitted the Ruric Thar build around, this is what they envisioned. They envisioned us beating up a Storm player with Ruric Thar. This is what they wanted. This is my ogre. There are many like him, but this one is mine. And he's beautiful, Chad. He's beautiful. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You don't even gotta click on him. He's just so excited to get in there. He just like gives it to him automatically. All right, punish me, Ruric. Yeah, give me that sweet, sweet hook. Punish me, Ruric. You take 6, I take 6, right? We don't kink shame on this channel. Behave. Look at Sakura-Tribe Elder getting in there for lethal beats. Doomsayer MTG, thank you very much for the 8-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. He's so angry, chat. He's so angry. Does this thing have 2 heads? How have I never noticed this card has 2 heads before? Hey, Rythonian, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. I appreciate it. One guy is Ruric, the other is Thar. What's going on, Volpert? That's why he's vigilant, because he has 2 heads. That's just good clean living right there. My opponent's letting me know in chat that they're ghosting, so I don't know why you would let me know that you're ghosting at the end. But sure, I guess. Yeah, they're just mono salt. Apparently, they're upset that they think I was making fun of them. I don't know what they... One, they're a turd and deserve to be made fun of probably because they're ghosting me. Two, I really feel like before I called them a turd just now after they admitted to ghosting that I wasn't really making fun of them. I talked about why they made their lines. I didn't make fun of them for bringing in Giga Drows. I said maybe that's an experience, which is probably true. That's like a culture thing, right? Like, people can't take any type of feedback without it like poking fun at them or like being critical. We can't like be critical of someone the decisions they're making. My arena tag is tough, Ghost. Yeah. Are we gonna get a 10-minute salty timeout here? Maybe we'll just start arena early if that's the case. This is match 4, right? Yeah, we played 4 matches. We always guarantee to. How dare you be constructive with your criticism? Yeah, I'm gonna load up arena. Fuck this person. Goodbye, Salt Monster. Have a good one. Block. Slow play. All right, standard time. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. So like when I go to my arena scene here, what yours see? Oh, where's my thing? Where's my oh, that's artifact. That's not arena. Whoop. When I go to my arena scene here, you actually, what I'm actually seeing on my screen is this. So I'll leave Magic Online up behind here. So while they're being a turd monster, I will still see it. Was there a time when you restarted your stream? When I changed games sometimes, but I'm not gonna do that now. That was when I was doing something different. We do still have fries. I haven't gone in and deleted those yet. Man, it's been a while since I've had a salty asshole time off.